Rolling.
Okay, thoughts the last few days. Well, mate, to be honest, it seems like yesterday that we were getting on the plane, going to Reykjavik, landing there and thinking, where have we just landed? This place looks like the moon. I mean, you fly into Reykjavik, about half an hour out, you can't see any buildings. It is literally like landing on Mars, which is very cool. Gumi's wife picked us up, she was very nice. Drove about 2 hours out to a summer cabin, complete with hot tub, which was a nice touch.
What was the accommodation like?
Yeah, really good. It was Gumi's parents' accommodation, Gumi's parents' summer house. Very comfortable, ticked the boxes, wasn't 5-star, but you know, we weren't paying 5-star rates, so it was exactly what we needed. It was absolutely fine for our purposes, basically. As always, at this stage of the trip, feeling a little deflated. We've had 4 days fishing in an amazing location. Now on the train, just landed at Gatwick, on the train back into London, obviously thinking about work.
What was your?
You see the emails piling up on the BlackBerry, and you're just thinking, I'm going to walk back into an absolute storm. But that's part and parcel.
What was your best fish of the trip?
Best fish was second day, just running a fly through a pool and hooked into a 6-pound salmon, which was pretty special. Salmon are always special on the fly, and yeah, that gave me a good fight. I mean, there was no doubt about it that, you know, the star of the show on this trip was your 6.5-pound brownie, which was
6.5, 6,
7. You know, which was just, you know, it was an incredible fish of a lifetime, and it justified the trip because there is nowhere else in the world, and there's certainly nowhere else within 3 hours of the UK where you can go and catch a 6-pound wild brown trout, wild as you like.
What other species did you catch on the fly this trip?
We failed char. We tried to catch char. We failed at char. We caught sea trout. We caught salmon, and obviously you caught brown. As you will call brown, but you caught the monster. It's a really, really exciting moment. I mean, the scenery is spectacular. You know, one day we were fishing a crater. The next day we were fishing a char river. The next day after that we were fishing, you know, one of the best brown trout rivers in the world. So
waterfalls,
amazing salmon pools.
Hot pools.
Yeah, the best place that I've been, the best place I've fished.
Yeah.
No question.
And would you be back the next year?
We go back without question. I'm already thinking about the trip for next year. I think with Iceland you've got to time the weather. You know, it's very rare. It's cold and rainy this time of year.
Yeah.
You know, we're all had our windbreakers on, a couple of fleeces, and there were times, inevitably, you're on the riverbank, you haven't had a touch for a few hours, and you're thinking, you know, it's getting cold and miserable, it's raining, but you know, that's part of the course, and obviously you persevered through that, and you got the spoils. But in terms of the location, couldn't recommend it high enough, and I thought Gumi was awesome. Got a laid-back, relaxed style. He is very knowledgeable. He's fished those rivers since he was a kid. There are millions of rivers, millions of lakes in Iceland. He knows them like the back of his hand, so I think his input is invaluable. He was a great host.
Could you wing it and do it on your own, that sort of trip?
I think you could, but personally I think it's worth paying the money because, you know, you're not talking about salmon, paying thousands of euros for salmon. You're talking about 250 euros a day with Gumi, all in, and that covers your accommodation. He picks you up from the airport, which is like a 2-hour drive. You cover a lot of ground. You need to do that to get to the rivers. You know, and that's all thrown in. The first night we got there, because it was fresh Arctic char.
Yeah, that was good actually.
And then we went to the hot tub and cracked open a bottle of Rioja. So it was a great all-round holiday. I'd definitely go back. So hopefully next time it's me that catches the 6-pound brownie.
To win the trophy.
To win the trophy.